we're going to be making some sea scallop tostadas. I thought of this in my head. I thought up all the ingredients. I haven't actually made it yet, but I know it's going to be good because it always comes out good. So these are the things you're going to need if you want to make this yourself. So let's get into it. Okay, I'm going to be making a sour cream. I'm going to add some herbs to it, some garlic, and just do my thing because I'm not going to be using tartar sauce because this is a tostada. And I just feel I'm going to come up with my own little creation, add some stuff. And I got this crema mexicana sour cream. If I butchered that name, forgive me, but I believe it's crema mexicana. And yeah, so you could get this in your Mexican aisle at Walmart or any other grocery store. I got some Old Bay because I'm going to toss some Old Bay on the sea scallops before I dip them in some beer batter, which I just picked up a beer batter. This is known to be really good, so this is what I'm going to be using instead of, making my own. Why not get it done for you already and just add some beer to it. So I'll be trying that for the first time. I got some onions. I got these 50% off. I picked them up in the produce aisle. Good to go with the onions. I got 2 avocados. I got some limes. I got garlic. I got some shredded iceberg lettuce. Of course, I got the sea scallops. I have some dill. And I don't know if I showed it yet, but if I did, forgive me. You're going to see them again. I got the tortillas. So you're also going to need 1 can of beer. I got this can. It's the 24 ounce, I believe, because I don't know how much I'm going to need for all of these scallops because I'm just going to cook them all up. I also have some already made salsa, store-bought, and this is Del Real. This is red salsa. You could get this at the 99-cent store. It's really, really good. The first time I tried it, I was amazed, and I liked it ever since. So if you don't feel like making any salsa, this is a good go-to as far as my opinion. And then this is the first time I ever tried the green salsa. It's pretty good. I'm actually not a big fan of green salsa. They have to be really, really good for me to like them. And this is pretty good. So I'm a red salsa girl or lady. I'm a red salsa lady, baby. But the green's good too, depending on, how it tastes. It gets complicated when it comes to salsa. Anyways, yeah, so I didn't want to make no fresh pico de gallo because I don't want nothing too crunchy on top or too chunky. I want the sour cream that I'm going to put together with the herbs and the garlic and the lime and stuff like that. I kind of want it to stand on its own, and if you want to add your own salsa, I have these 2. So you could do you, I'm going to do me, and let's get this going. I'm going to take my 2 avocados, I'm going to smash them, and I'm going to season them with just salt and pepper, keep it simple, and it's going to be the base for our tostada. Since I'm prep cooking this, and I have other things to cook, like the fish, I'm just putting this in a container with a top on it, toss it in the fridge. Whip it out when we need it. Alright, so I went ahead and smashed it a bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the pepper, good pinch, a little bit of salt, not too much, just enough. Mash it up. You're good to go. Let's get this sour cream ready to toss on this scallop tostada. I'm not going to be using no tartar sauce because this is a tostada, so I came up with this off the top of my head. This is some dill. You could get it in your fresh cut herbs department, the little area at Walmart or any grocery store. I got the crema mexicana sour cream. You could get it in your Mexican section at your local grocery store at Walmart. I'm going to be using that. I have a lime. I'm going to use the zest of a lime and the juice. I have my dill already out. If this much doesn't do the trick and I just want a little bit more kick or more flavor, I'll just add more. This is about a tablespoon of a red onion and or purple onion, whatever you want to call it, to each its own. And this is half of a medium sized garlic. I'm going to zest that as well and break it down that way. Mix everything together, add some salt and pepper to taste, and you're good to go. So let's get it done. I put half of the container in here and I'll save the rest for later. This is the garlic. I think I'm going to go ahead and just do half the lime as far as the juice. I'm going to go ahead and dice these up a little bit smaller. All right, this looks good enough for me, so I'm going to go ahead and scoop these up and toss them in. Chopping my dill. And it's okay to go ahead and just chop up the top area as far as the stem if it's, you know, really thin, but I wouldn't recommend putting the larger stem in there. And just kind of go like that. Take this, toss it to the side. So that's looking pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and add that to the sour cream. A nice pinch of pepper and a good pinch of some salt. Then I'm going to mix it up. All right, this is how it's looking. And it's tasting amazing already. So just imagine after sitting in the fridge for about 20 to 30 minutes, that's just gonna bring out the taste even more. I'm gonna be making some tostada shells right now, which this is not gonna be healthy. I'm gonna deep fry them and crisp them up, and that's gonna be for the tostadas. So just keep in mind, this is a little bit on the unhealthy side, but it's for, you know, when you're eating in moderation. You know, some people call it a treat day or a cheat day. You know, just treat yourself in moderation if you're living that healthy lifestyle, which I am. But, you know, sometimes, you know, you got to live a little, treat yourself to something good, but in moderation once again. So let's get these fried up. I'm going to go ahead and light this up. And just put enough oil in there to cover your tortilla. Perfect little pan. If you haven't noticed, I'm not at home. I'm cooking this up in a family member's kitchen. Because I was like, I have something good. I know it's going to come out good, and I just thought of it. We need to try it. I'm going to go ahead and let this crisp up. I'm going to remove it from the oil. I'm going to lightly salt it after I pat it with a paper towel and remove some of the excess oil. And then I'm going to start on the next one. Well, actually, I did a taste test. Oh! Oh my God. My tortilla flew on the ground. This is take 2, second tortilla. I like to just tap the center to make sure it's firm, so it's, you know, crispy all the way through. Okay, keep in mind when you take it off the heat, it's going to continue to cook a bit because it's so hot. So I'm going to go ahead and take it off now because I don't want it to overcook, because it's going to kind of give it a, probably like a little bit of a bitter taste if you overcook it. So this is like nice and golden, and we're ready to just lightly pat it with a paper towel, get the excess grease off, and then just salt it a bit, set it aside, and start another one. Okay, what I do is I toss my tostada shell on here. I actually use the paper towel to just tap it quickly and take the excess grease off. And then I'm going to use these because at the time it was extremely hot. And then I just flip it. I do the same thing, get the excess grease off, and then I lightly salt them. I have them laying on top of each other. And I'm going to do a couple more and we're done. I went ahead and mixed up the batter, which this is simple, easy. This is the Louisiana seasoned beer batter seafood batter mix. You can pick it up at your local Walmart, grocery store, and this is the first time I'm trying it, so I'm pretty excited about that. So all you're going to need to do is read the simple directions on the back, which you just add a cup of beer, which I'm using Bud Light, and you just mix it, and you're ready to go. So I also have some limes here, you know, just to sit on the side if you want to squeeze a lime. I sliced those, I got those ready to go. And then in here I have my scallops, which I just added some Old Bay and some salt and pepper to taste. And I squeezed a half a lime and I let it set for a while. But just for my preference, I feel these scallops are really thick. And just for the tostada, you know, just to layer them on there and set them on there the way you like as far as the texture and how you want it. I feel this is just too thick to just set on top of there like that. So what I've been doing is slicing these in half, and they're going to cook up quicker. They're going to be crispy, and it's just, you know, something that I'm doing and I feel it's right for a tostada. I'm just gonna go ahead and toss these in like this. It's simple as that. Just mixing it in. Make sure they're all evenly coated. So when this heats up to the right temperature, I'm gonna go ahead and toss them in. If you're not familiar with frying foods or cooking and stuff like that, you can use a thermometer to check your temperature, but I kind of just eyeball it because I've been cooking since I was really young. I was testing the oil, and I'm just gonna get these out. Give it one more test. I'm just gonna dip my tongs in here. And for me, I just eyeball it to see how it's bubbling, and I think we're good to go. All right, this is how you want it to look, and you need one of these. So this is kind of the color you're looking for. You don't want to move them around too much, and just let them cook. And these are basically almost done. And I'm going to take them out, put them on a paper towel, set them aside, and do the next batch. We're doing the next batch, and we're going to whip up a soft taco, a soft scallop taco, and test that out too. Okay, to make sure your batter doesn't stick to the bottom, you're going to wait a good like 2 minutes maybe. And just make sure you wait. Don't get, too excited, and don't like flip the hell out of them. You're gonna wait a few minutes, and then you're gonna make sure everything's nice and crispy, because then that's when you're gonna be able to just do that. And you're good to go to actually just kind of, start flipping them. So you don't want it to where this sticks to your pan. So just wait it out. And just don't be afraid, let it cook a bit. I heated my tostada shell just for a couple seconds in the microwave, just to warm it a bit. I didn't do it for too long. And let's do this. Let's whip this together. I'm going to go ahead and put my base on here, which is going to be the avocado. Just mashed avocado with a bit of salt and pepper to taste. And keep in mind, this is going to be fresh. It's seafood. It's a tostada. And it's just going to be fresh tasting. And we want it to be all about the fish and not overpower the fish with any type of flavor. So we're just keeping all fresh ingredients as fresh as we can get it. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of iceberg lettuce. This is the scallops. We're going to set them on here. And I want a real crispy one like that. Boom. Like that. I have my herbed sour cream, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to give it a mix. And if you have one of those pastry things where you could squeeze it out and drizzle it on, that would be even better. And I think I'm going to get me one of those. Just because it's better to put it on that way and just drizzle it on sometimes. And it's good for videos, so look forward to that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit on here. And just kind of dab it around. Let me see, I need a little bit more. Because this is the star of the show right here. The scallops and the sauce. A touch of salsa, not too much. If you want to add more, go for it. I'm going to top it off like that. Okay, this is my take on a seafood scallop tostada with my own herbed sour cream. This is a soft taco. I warmed these up. I have 2 here just to make sure it's sturdy enough to handle all this. So I'm going to go ahead and put my avocado down. I'm going to take my iceberg lettuce. Here's this one. This one. And I'm going to put another one here. There we go. Now I'm going to add my sour cream mixture right on top. Just a tiny bit. Just boom, not too much. You don't want to take that taste away from your sour cream mixture. You just want enough just to get it a little bit wet. If you want to, you know, just do a little bit of garnishing, you could put like a scallop on the side, put a little bit of this on top with a lime next to it. There we go. Can I get it to set right? All right. And this is my seafood scallop taco. Okay, this is my scallop tostada and my scallop taco. All right, let's taste it. Okay, this could get a bit messy, but let's try the taco first. I already had somebody try it. I'm cooking over here with family, and that's why, you know, you see some different utensils and just different things, and they said it's fire. So this is my chance to taste it all together, because I've been nibbling on little things here and there. So let's jump into it and see what they're talking about. Mm-hmm. Mmm. Mmm. All right, for this one, I'm going to go ahead and give it a squeeze of lime. All right, time to mess it up. Mmm. Oh my God. Okay, the tostada is the one, baby. Even though it's the one that's going to be bad. You know, a little bit worse for you as far as health-wise because of the deep fried tortilla and or tostada shell. But, you know, you have some deep fried shrimp. It's a cheat or a treat night. Eat this type of stuff in moderation. And it's all good because this is really delicious. So, try it out. And I came up with this off the top of my head. I was going to make my own batter, but I decided not to. Just got something quick and simple and easy. And it worked out. So this is amazing. Mmm. Mmm. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm going to get going. Don't forget to make this, you know, whenever you get a chance, because it's so good. And I'll see you in my next video.